To follow up, you've made the point a couple times that you didn't do anything any other soldier wouldn't have done, but there were other soldiers there, and something told you when you were being shot at by the Taliban from your left that the real threat was ahead, and you went forward towards Eck Road, towards Sergeant Brennan, and basically you were going towards where some of the firing from the Taliban was coming from, while other soldiers who were involved in the fight were focused on the enemy attack from your left. At what point did you determine that the best thing that you could do was to go forward on the trail and catch up with Eck Road and Brennan, as opposed to turning to your left and facing the immediate threat of a large group of Taliban with a lot of heavy weaponry?
Well, sir, I wasn't alone, because Staff Sgt. Gallardo, who's the squad leader, and I was the team leader, he was trying to push forward. And I did have kind of a, well, before we started pushing forward, I was hit in the SAPI plate from a different direction. It wasn't from the direction that everyone else was shooting or I was shooting. And so, you know, there's nothing to do with it at that time, but that's something to always keep in the back of your mind. And I definitely felt that I got hit from that direction. So when we pushed forward, Staff Sergeant Gallardo, myself, Specialist Casey, and Specialist Clary, we pushed forward together. But when we were pushing forward, we were also throwing grenades. So we're throwing grenades, we're moving when the grenades explode. And Casey is the one that was on the SAW, which is, it's a mass casualty producing weapon. He's shooting more rounds than everyone else. So it's more important for him to be playing his part, and his part was to do more shooting than moving at that time. And we made it to Specialist Eck Road, and I was out of grenades, so there was no need for all four of us to be with Eck Road when there was still further to go, and I didn't have any more grenades, and I had the forward momentum going, so I didn't run up to do anything heroic or to save Brennan. Brennan, in my mind, wasn't in trouble. I was just going to go up, and I'm going to find Brennan, and we're going to shoot together, because it's better to shoot with a buddy than be shooting alone. So there was no fear in my mind. The fear was the same. Everyone's getting shot at. Everyone's in the same boat. No sense leaving 5 people there. I'll just keep on going. I'm running anyway. I'm out of grenades. Might as well just run. And the direction was forward, but that was the direction we were all going.
Jenny, do you know where you were on that night in 2007? I don't know the background of your relationship. Did you know Sal then? Where would you have been in the fall of 2007?
I was in Vicenza, Italy. I didn't know that the incident had happened that night, but I found out the next day.
So you knew Sal already? You were a couple already at that point?
Yeah, we met in 2004. So this was the second deployment that I had known him to go through. The first deployment, I was just in the States. The second one, I stayed in Vicenza.
Hi, it's Courtney Kuby from NBC News again. You mentioned that you're just an average guy there, but once you get this Medal of Honor in a few weeks, you really won't be the average soldier anymore. You'll be in an elite group, and it probably means you may not deploy in the future. How do you feel about that? Are you disappointed? Will you fight against that? Do you still want to be putting yourself in these kinds of situations in the future?
Right now, the future's an open book for us, and we're talking sometime in the future and sometime down the road, and I think we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you feel about him deploying again?
I don't want it to happen. Having your husband, your boyfriend, your son, your loved one get deployed, and knowing that they're going to be somewhere that's dangerous, and you know that they're without water, without electricity, it's an awful feeling. Going through the whole time for a year, the days drag on, you're constantly worried, and you don't want anything to happen to him, so why would you want him to go back again?
Jenny, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? First, most importantly, the correct spelling of your name?
You can just call me Jenny, and it's spelled Jenny.
How old are you and where are you from, Jenny?
I'm 26 years old, and I'm from Dubuque, Iowa.
What do you do for a living?
Excuse me?
What do you do?
Currently, right now, I work as a youth assistant at the teen center on post, and I teach yoga at the gym twice a week, and I'm also taking a couple online classes to try and get into a ultrasound program next fall.
Busy.
But yeah, a little bit of a lot of things.
Staff Sergeant Giunta, this is Justin Fischel from Fox. Tell me what your family said when they heard you were picked for this honor. How did they react? What did they say to you?
My parents were proud, and they've expressed that throughout my whole life. Even, I don't know, tying my shoes made them proud, riding my bike without my training wheels made them proud. They're very proud parents, and this was one more thing. They were proud when I joined the Army. They're always going to be proud of me. They expressed that pride to me, and I mean, they're just very proud. I don't know, even have another word for it. I'm having a hard time articulating how they feel.
Okay, a couple more.
Karen Parrish, American Forces Press Service. Can you tell me what is your most enduring impression of the 2 deployments you spent in Afghanistan?
My most enduring impression of both deployments in Afghanistan are the quality of people that continue to be pushed to Afghanistan and go to Afghanistan time after time after time again, and how they are willing to do something most people won't do, and then they're willing to do it again. And I guess my most enduring thought is how tough the guys around me really are.
Larry?
I've interviewed half a dozen Medal of Honor recipients from Vietnam, Korea, and I always ask them the same question, and I get the same answer over time, so I'm going to give you a chance. Are you a hero?
If I'm a hero, every man that stands around me, every woman in the military, everyone who goes into the unknown is a hero. So if you think that that's a hero, as long as you include everyone with me.
Okay, Staff Sergeant Giunta and Jenny, Colonel LePan again from the Pentagon. Thank you for your time. I know it's getting late there in Vicenza. Thank you again for your service, both of you, and we look forward to seeing you at the White House here pretty soon.
You're watching the Pentagon Channel, serving those who serve.